Okay, Chuck, you spoke to the advantage and value created of checking out the Department of Labor and Industries website, particularly for ensuring registration of contractors. Are there any other tools or benefits of looking at the website? What other information can potential clients or developers or homeowners ascertain from looking at that website?
There are really a host of bits of information that are absolutely critical to the initial stage of the review of the contractor. The website will have the contractor, the name of the contractor, simple things like address, zip, phone number, type of organization, whether it's a corporation or an LLC or a proprietorship. Then you can drill down into a little bit more detail. You can take a look at the identity of the bonding company, make sure the bond is currently active. You can check on who the insurance company is for the contractor. And perhaps most importantly, you can check to determine if there are any claims that have been asserted against the contractor. It goes without saying, if there are one or two claims, particularly by homeowners against the particular contractor you're interested in using, that ought to send some serious red flags. So you can check all these things through a quick scan of the website of the Washington State Department of Labor and Industries website. It's a critical first step, generic level review of the particular contractor you're interested in using. One other tidbit of information is when you do a search, you're usually inclined to put in the contractor's name, the name of the construction company. It's also very helpful to do a search for the name of the principal, the person that runs the company or that is somehow associated as a spokesperson for the company. You want to see if that particular person has been associated with other companies in the past, particularly the short-term past.
And why exactly is that? Is that to determine whether or not companies have been associated with red flags and problems in the past, whether to see if there's any other pending litigation or legal action being pursued? Speak a little bit more to that and why it's also important to double check to make sure, why it's important to make sure a contractor has an insurance bond, and also if the value of the bond plays any sort of central role in determining whether or not to take legal action.
Well, typically, the reason, the reason that it's important to look at that particular person's name is they may have been associated with another company a year ago, and maybe the bond is impaired by a claim, or multiple claims, or supplier claims, or perhaps the registration has been intermittent, has run out, and then been re-upped. Those are all little red flags you look for to see, is there a continuity? Is the contractor above board? Is the new contractor in existence because there were problems with the old contractor and the guy's simply shifting gears? You can at a first level, you won't get all the details, but you'll get some that ought to raise some red flags if you see name changes and shifts such as that. So that's always helpful.